What could be a better way to spend a Monday than following my dear friends Jay and Nicole Ryan and their beautiful 997.1 Carrera S. I love the yellow. He's got the California script on the back, and these guys are like the stewards of Newcomb's Ranch, which is the home of GVBC Good Vibes Breakfast Club. What unfortunately is the case is that Newcomb's Ranch is no longer open, and for the first time, we're going in. We've done all the heavy lifting with this car in terms of driving, and now it's time to leave, thanks to the Hyatt in Pasadena for giving us like VIP parking in this car. I guess it does look good out front, but here's the thing, like, I have to use this, and this is the everyman's everyday daily driver all-weather Corvette, and it does have this big chunky butt, but the reason it has this big chunky butt is because it needs to be able to fit golf clubs in this trunk. So just like a Boxster or Cayman, you get a frunk and a trunk. Now this doesn't look like a ton of space, but it's actually fairly deep, and that's gonna do me just fine because I've got my big goofy bag that I'm traveling with. Usually if I'm traveling any more than 2 days, this is what I use. And you know, it's not the most convenient space, but things fit. I mean, this goes in, and this doesn't get that hot. Up front, I feel like it's a lot hotter because of the cooling system, I believe. But anyway, this should be soft close. There we go. And then I like to put my backpack up front with my laptop. I feel like it's just slightly less insecure. We've got our fun little hood. I love this. And in the Z06 that I had that was orange, it looked like a jack-o'-lantern. In this cacti green, not quite the same, but nice deep frunk. So right off the bat, this is gonna do you just fine, especially if you're traveling with a friend, because if you're in a 911 and you just have the frunk, that gets tricky. I love that that's soft close, but one thing that we do have here is we are able to put the top down with the button on the key, which I think if I just hold this, it does the thing. Put the top down. There we go. All right. So here is the opening mechanism. And this is why you can't see the engine because it's buried under there. But check this out. Pretty fast motion. It works while you're driving, so I don't know what the actual top speed it'll do it at, but I was doing like over 20 miles an hour, you know, approaching and leaving like red lights, and it was doing me just fine. Now the other thing about this car is that we can leave in stealth mode, so I don't need to start the car. I don't need to make a big fuss at this hotel to show off that I've got this big throaty V8. I can actually just get in. You got to put your seatbelt on, and then over here you select stealth mode on this guy. Now this only works, unfortunately, at a standstill. It doesn't work when we're like driving through traffic and I decide, ooh, I don't want to be in that mode anymore. But then I just hit start. That noise is the nose lift going up, because whenever you turn the car off with the nose lift, it will lower the nose lift after. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. And then you just put it in drive and away we go. Now, I'm not gonna go yet because I need to move this cone, but how cool is that? We can drive up to 4 miles like this, and I gotta say, it makes a nice impression on me because I love the idea of having like a beefy, cool thing that I don't always need to be shouty in. What I wish this did, and I understand why it doesn't, is I wish that it would just let me do this whenever I want it. I wish it would be like the plug-in hybrid version of the Corvette, and I hope that we eventually get that. And I'm sure it will come, whether it's in a C8 or a C9 generation. People are gonna be into this. It works, it's fun, and I genuinely enjoy and appreciate that vibe. What could be a better way to spend a Monday than following my dear friends Jay and Nicole Ryan and their beautiful 997.1 Carrera S. I love the yellow. He's got the California script on the back, and these guys are like the stewards of Newcomb's Ranch, which is the home of GVBC Good Vibes Breakfast Club. We've been up there before. You've seen me there in the past. These guys are just legends of the Crest, and they also have a wonderful podcast, The Late Night Playset, where Jay has the entire original David Letterman set in his house. They put on a podcast on the original set with the original chairs, the desk, even the microphone. There's a good story behind that. But when you're driving up the Crest, we're just kind of taking it easy and having a lovely day right now, but we're gonna go up to Newcomb's Ranch, and I think we're gonna go inside. I've never done that. Good idea when you're out here. It's a good idea to be in pairs at least, because there's no cell service. So if something happens, it's minor as a flat tire or you run out of fuel or something, like you're here, this is it. He's got a CB radio and some other stuff. Nicole has MS, and you know, she's not really ambulatory. She has her wheelchair, and it obviously does not behoove them to be in a position where if something happens, they can't get back down. So, you know, they've got the appropriate measures taken care of to be, you know, in good shape to get around. But this is where I know Nicole feels most at home. She likes to be out in nature, and I think this is like one of the greatest like couple goals, where driving ACH, Angeles Crest Highway, up to your favorite location is just so special. And this is the thing they share together, and I'm really honored that I get to share these things with them. You know, I say respect the drive, they say respect the crest. And it's true. I mean, people die up here. There's been some pretty horrific accidents. People go off cliffs. The crest is different every time you drive it. Not because the road is a different shape, but because rocks fall, there's different precipitation, major elevation gain. I mean, when we get up to Newcomb's Ranch, it's 5,000 feet. So, A, your car's gonna behave a little differently. B, there can be varying degrees of weather changes. Great canyon etiquette up here. People know, people get it. It's a weird culture, because if this existed back in the Northeast, this kind of place, I don't think people would be very friendly about it. I think people would be really haughty and egotistical about not letting people pass, about keeping people from driving above the speed limit. But up here, people seem to like really get that this is the culture. And if we all kind of collaborate and cooperate safely, everyone gets what they want out of it. The tourists get to come up here and look at the pretty views. There's a million turnouts, so you get to play that game. And the enthusiasts get to come up here and play, as long as we don't cross double yellows and we respect the cyclists. Also, not gonna make any moves that are gonna put like the tourists in danger. You know, that's not the point. The point is to come up here and have fun. We're not racing, we're not timing this. We're just up here trying to enjoy our cars.
Tedward. Nice.
So now for the second time this weekend, I'm at Newcomb's Ranch here on Angeles Crest Highway. I've got the beautiful Corvette E-Ray, Jay and Nicole here in yellow car. Iconic. This is very familiar territory for this car. It's always parked here. But normally when we come to Newcomb's Ranch on a Friday morning for Good Vibes Breakfast Club, ooh, these guys are the best. These are the plows that clear all the rocks. Normally we come out here and everybody parks and we sit here, we chill. All these guys come out, clear the rocks off the road, and that's the thing. What unfortunately is the case is that Newcomb's Ranch is no longer open, but today we have a very unique opportunity to walk through the doors, because Jay is technically the caretaker of this place right now, and for the first time, we're going in.
For the first time ever, I'm inside Newcomb's Ranch. I mean, this has been closed for quite a while, and there's been a lot of talk about who's gonna buy this, how it's gonna work, and no one knows the next steps or the fate, but Good Vibes Breakfast Club has been coming up here for quite a long time, and it has always been the hope that you could come back up here and get breakfast, get a drink, get some coffee, and actually like utilize this place. So to come in here and have the doors open is kind of outrageous. Let me show you around. So as we walk through the doors, you come in here, you've got this long, incredible bar. You can imagine what it would be like to do that drive up Angeles Crest. I'm always hungry when I come here, so I would love to be able to come here, have a coffee, have a drink, maybe a mimosa, wait around a little while, and then get some delicious eggs and hash browns. And then the face of it all, right here.
Right over there.
These two, man.
That's the face of it.
It's nuts because you guys have become the face of Newcomb's Ranch, caretakers, despite the fact that it isn't even open. And you've attracted all these people here, and this has become a landmark for people like me who aren't even Angelinos, not native, and I still need to come here every time I'm in town.
What does it feel like to be inside for the first time?
It's oddly comfortable. I thought it would be a lot more like, whoa, holy cow. I mean, it's holy cow because I'm in it, but it feels like home, and it's because I'm with you guys. I always talk about you guys when we're driving up here, like whether I'm with you or not. I think I was talking about you the other day when I knew you wouldn't be here, and I'm just like, oh man, we're driving here and it felt weird not seeing yellow car out front. So now we have a huge dining area, a pool table. I mean, this is a proper clubhouse, and there's so much room for activities. We come through, and imagine being able to come in here and seeing all your best friends hang out with a bunch of motoring enthusiasts and just have a destination for it all.
See the other bar?
Oh, let's check out the other bar. Yeah, the other bar, wicked. Can already see the comedy club of it all.
Famous bar back here for sure.
Just absolutely crazy. And it's beautiful up here. This is one of the best spots in Los Angeles, and every time I'm here, this is just the spot I have to be.
Could the air be any cleaner? It's so great up here. So great.
No, this place would be phenomenal to be open to the public again, and I sincerely hope it happens. But if it never does, I will always cherish the idea that I got to walk through these walls and hang out for a bit and be part of it. And there are now a few secret little spots where I've been lucky enough to leave my mark. So if you're ever lucky enough to walk through these doors, peek around, there's more than one. Don't forget to respect the drive, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is how his POV works.
This is how it is. Got the microphones in each ear, got this on my face, and that's the deal.
That's amazing.